everybody, it is April and I am again here in my messy craft room. I have a sticky on the floor. Okay. No, to remind me of something. I am the member of a design team, Creative Knockouts, and we do cards. I have to do a design team card every other week. And this week it's using this cute image from I don't even know where. Let's see. I'll figure out where and I'll let you know during the video. But it is tic-tac-toe. So I'm going to color this image with some Copic markers and put together a card, and I'm going to share with you my process. So here we go. So I have this little giraffe and I'm going to color him, and I've chosen 3 Copic markers. I assume you can see. And Copic markers you color in sets of 3 normally. So I'm going to start with the lightest, and his little spots I'm going to, let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, his spots will be brown. Now this is a digital image. So digital images, sometimes I have trouble with the ink smudging a little bit. But, you know, you just have to deal. And I think it's more in my head than anything else. So I'm going to lay down some color. Then I'm going to take the next darkest color and I'm going to lay this color down, but I'm not going to go quite as far in. And looking at a picture on my phone, giraffes are more tan than they are yellow, but in my mind the giraffe was yellow, so this giraffe is going to be yellow. And then I'm going to put some of this darker color on the outer edge, and then underneath his chin where there would be a shadow. Okay, so I started with Y13 and then I did Y08, and now I'm going to use Y04, which I think is darker, but not that much darker. I'll go ahead and color this in. But I'm going to find maybe a yellow that's, let's try a Y17. See if we can get a little more depth to our image. And then the spots are definitely brown. So you go lightest for the most coverage to darkest for the least. Yeah, see, kind of like that. And then darkest wherever there would be shadows. And when you move darkest from the outside to the inside, it gives the illusion that it's curved. So I'm going to go back in with Y13 and blend the colors that I have. Which Y13, I actually used Y04 before, but I'm going to use Y13. I skipped doubling up on the Y04. Y13 and Y04 looked very similar to me. Okay. And then Y08 is the last, and I'm going to cover the most with that. about my bottom part. So I need to use my Y13 and blend. And then I'll use my Y04. Okay, I'm going to stick with the tan on his nose. I'm going to start with E31. Now, I have just gone outside the lines. So I'm going to take my my colorless blender. And I'm going to push that color back inside my lines, because I don't think I'm going to be cutting him out. And this bled a little. Okay. So hopefully that will stick that back in the lines, and I need to be a little more careful of how I'm coloring. Now I'm going to, I think I'm just going to color the whole spot with this light E31, and I just noticed I missed the ears. I think I'm going to do a little bit of brown in the ear. Get the spots down here. And then I noticed I also went a little bit outside the lines here. So the whole thing is to just push that color back in towards the image. This, I didn't really blend well on the edge. Fill that in. And then go up in the ear. I think I'm going to do his little, I don't know what those are called. Huh. Not a clue. And kind of, yeah, go on the outside. Just kind of flick. That is Agnes, who's barking because no one will throw her ball for her. And then I'm going to go on the outside of the spots. Here, because there would be a shadow. Go around the outside. This here. There would be a shadow along the edge of the ear. And then I'm going to come back in with my E31. I'm just going to color in the whole spot. To me, there's really not enough room to use 3 colors on these little places. If I were a better Copic colorer, and there, wow, I missed that. There probably would be. Not. I get by. Let's see. Put it on the outside of this. Then come in with So I came back in with my E35, which that doesn't have a number on it because I made it myself. And then I'm going to use my E31 to blend it. Alright. Then I also need to put a little bit of this on the ear to bring it all together. And this is my Y17. And I'll come back in with my Y08 and blend it out. Leave a little white on the tip. And fill this in too. Okay. And there is my giraffe. So, now we make it into a card. Okay, so this challenge is tic-tac-toe. And I'm doing digi stamp, sentiment, and I'm going to stick that on there and maybe dim the glare, and ribbon or twine. Isn't this the perfect ribbon? So now I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with it. I'm not going to cut him yet. This one's going to be, I think, pretty easy to cut. I'm going to cut him this way. I need to cut a little bit more off this side. Okay. That off there, since it's so glary. That is the perfect cardstock to go behind the image, you know. I'm going to cut it off to the side so that glare isn't so annoying. Okay, so if we put that there and that there and that there, and this on top with a mat of this, I think it'll be really cute. I like that sentiment. It's been too long. Get it? It is a long neck. Been too long. Yep, it's the little things. Okay, love it. Got my ATG gun. So, to put this, you know, it needs stuff around the edge. There we go, Cup Joe. Distress it around the edge. Okay, set that, let that dry for a second. Now, if I did that on that, then I need to do it on the giraffe card part. So I'm going to take my Cup of Joe, get these out of the way. And hopefully you could see what I did a minute ago. Just taking the edge of this ink cube and going across the edge of the paper. And it just gives it a distressed look that I like. So I'm going to let that dry off. I'm going to do this. Now I can't forget to put my ribbon on my card stock before I paste it down. So, some scissors right here. So I'll just cut. Then I'll put some adhesive on each end of the ribbon. Then I will take this and wrap it around just like that. Now I'm going to put a couple more swishes of tape there. Put that down. Now, actually, I'm just going to put some adhesive in the middle of this, and it should stick to the ribbon just fine. Take that, and I'm going to center it back here. Alright, here's my card base. I'm going to fold it over. I've got a bone folder. I like to use really thick cardstock for my card base. Use my bone folder to get a nice flat edge. Take my ATG gun. Opens right. Press this here, and there it is. Copic coloring. I've got my digi image, I've got my sentiment, and my ribbon. Alright, there is a quick card tutorial for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I will be back with you the next time I'm in my craft room. Bye.